am a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 40.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander, first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
It doesn't just roll out great players. He and his staff develop them. It's all about the process.
I'd like for people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't never been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. Calling has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Does put a smile on my face.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are y'all doing?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How you doing, AT?
Doing good, brother. You doing good this morning?
I'm doing just wonderful. I got to get up this morning and watch some football coming on, so I'm doing really good. All right, before we get started, let's go over the scores. And if y'all see Ken, I've got a problem with him. I know he was on the show last week, but I can't find any of his picks. Any.
He's on here now.
Ken, are you on here, bud?
Yep.
Yeah, I see him. GBO.
All right, but and I trust Ken, with everything. And I know he made some picks last week because I know he picked South Florida to cover that spread. All right, he got one there. Let's put it that way. But I can't find it on the chat nowhere. I looked and I looked and I looked and I can't find it. So, Ken, if you don't mind, tell me what you picked. I trust you, and that way I can give you your scores. But as for right now, Roll Tide Rise Up did get to play last week, so he's still staying at number 2. Jeff Stapleton is up to 3. Let's see. I'm going to go with the lower scores first. George, you got 1. I got 2, so I'm going to really have to fire it up. Right now, Ken has 2, but I think he's got more than that. Let's see here. B. Jammins, you got 3. Stephen Hicks, you have got 4. Let's see. Spencer, you've got 4. Mr. Jones has got 4. Yeah, let's see here. Our top contenders right now is William sitting at 5. AT sitting at 5. And Todd Coburn, I don't know if I mentioned you, but you're sitting at 4 also. So, guys, y'all are looking good. Me and George and Roll Tide Rise Up. And Jeff, you need to step it up a little bit, baby. Love you. You know that. Nick Saban Jr. Now, you're welcome to come on this Pick'em show anytime. Okay, bud? So anytime you will come on here and help us make some picks, we'd love to have you. You know that. I got you, Ken. Ken, I know for sure that you picked South Florida, so I'm going to credit you that one. But if you remember what you picked, man, okay, you say you should have 4. That's what I'm going to give you.
He picked San Diego, and you didn't see Charlotte, the other 2.
Well, I just wanted to treat the man fair. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
We don't care. This is a fair game, and there's a
Yes,
lot of
sir.
people on here I trust. You know. Yeah, I did too, Ken. That's why I'm down too. Thanks, Ken, for your honesty. Anyways, yep. We're Nick Saban Jr. I'm practically on my hands and knees to come on here because we love Nick Saban Jr. We really do. So if he wants to jump on here, buddy, you just come right on. All right, guys, we'll get started. This week is the picks of Mr. Spencer over there. So we'll start off with Spencer coming this week, and we're going to start off with Missouri versus Boston College.
What's the point spread again on that one?
The point spread is 14.5, which means they have to win by 15 points. They are playing at Missouri's house.
So that means Mizzou has to win by 15, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
I'm going Boston College on this one.
Okay. Why is that?
Boston College has kind of impressed me a little bit what their game plan is this year. And I'm going to go the opposite way with Mizzou. They have not impressed me at all. So I'm just thinking this is one of them games that I could be wrong now. But my gut's telling me Boston College on this one.
Okay. AT, slide back into the camera.
Hey, brother, I was just looking around. I go right the opposite of him. I got to go Missouri. I think Missouri's offense is really going to put it together against Boston College. I know Boston College whooped Florida State, who whooped that in Southeast Florida. But I really think Missouri is a better team overall. The quarterback and then our offense is just putting it all up on the field. I don't think Boston College has the horsepower on offense to do to Missouri's defense what Missouri can do to Boston College's defense. Plus, the game is at Missouri. Anytime you're at home, it's at least a 4-point advantage a lot of times. So you take that spread from 14 down to 10. I think they'll beat them by at least 2 touchdowns and a field goal. I think they'll win by 17. So I'm taking Missouri to win and cover. Well, to win. I'm taking Missouri. I'm sorry.
Well, if you're taking Missouri, you got to win by 15 points.
Correct. Yeah, I'm giving up 15 points. I understand.
Okay. All right. Well, I happen to be like Spencer. I am going with Boston College this week for the simple reason that it's Bill O'Brien. He is an offensive coach, and it seems like he's kind of caught fire here lately. I know it is at Missouri's home, but Missouri has not proven to me that they can defend their house too well. I think 15 points is a lot. That's over 2 touchdowns. So they basically going to have to get at least 2 touchdowns and a field goal. I think Boston College has really improved with the players that Bill has been putting out there and producing. So I'm going to have to pick Boston College on this one in an upset at Missouri's house.
Let me ask y'all something. Y'all do remember that son of a gun coached at Alabama when he was ready to kill him, hang him, draw him, quarter him, and everything in between, right?
But you got to think about this also, AT. Different schools, different positions, and difference in attitudes. You never, ever know. The pressure was a lot down here on him. He's not near as much up there at Boston College. And Boston College is always known to be a competitive football team. So
don't talk him out of it. We got gang one on him. Don't talk him out of it now.
Yeah, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? No, he's locked. I'm locking him. He's out.
Let me see. That'd be a +1 on Spencer and a +1 on Ice Box. Icebox. I'm sorry. Brother, you know I love you. I don't mean no disrespect to you, Icebox. You're a good man.
Yeah.
Ass whooping like a man.
Yeah. Lies. Okay, Bama Red. I've never seen you in here before, but welcome, man. If you don't know what this is about, this is a pick'em show. We're picking by the spread. You're welcome to play anytime you want to. All right, let's see. I'm gonna give him a second to see. All right.
Bama Red, he's predicting Bama Wisconsin score. Hey, Bama Red, it's right now we need to see you're either Missouri or Boston College pick, bud.
Yep. We're trying to get NSJ in here. I think he's supposed to be getting a new internet and a new computer, so we're hoping he can be able to join us. I'm going to leave him there for a while, see if he pops in there. But yeah, welcome to the show, Bama Red. Glad you're here. Before we move on, 2-time. Glad to see you, bud. You know we always are. All right, we'll move on, and if Junior comes back on, we'll hit him up on the Missouri pick and catch him up. All right, Oregon versus Oregon State. 17 points, Oregon's favored. It is played at Oregon State's house. AT, take off.
Oregon got that transfer from Oklahoma. Dylan Gabriel was a quarterback, and he seemed to have all the physical tools to be a quarterback, strong arm, and he got good release, and he got a good active offensive line around him as far as that goes. But I just don't know, if they're going to they're where's that game at again? It's at Corvallis. I'm sorry. I don't know if he can play at Corvallis as well as he could down in Alton Stadium. And they're giving how many again?
They are going 17 points for Oregon.
Oregon getting up 7. Okay, all right. We just picked that today. The reason why I'm not sure. Yeah, I look for Oregon to win the game. I don't think they're going to cover that spread, so I'm taking Oregon State to cover. So I'm picking Oregon State. But, again, I think Oregon will win, but I just don't think they'll cover, guys. For all y'all out there listening, I'm not crazy. I don't think Oregon State can beat them, but Oregon State is who I'm picking.
Okay, so you're saying Oregon State will not lose by 17 points.
Correct.
Okay. All right, let's give this a shot. NSJ, can you hear us?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. We can't see you, but that's all right, bud. We're glad to have you.
Thank God.
All right.
How about giving your assessment on Missouri and Boston College before we move on?
All right, Missouri. Missouri, they're a good team, but honestly, I haven't been impressed with them passing the ball as I thought I would be. I thought that was going to be, and I'm pretty sure it's still early in the season. I'm pretty sure that this thing they still be with them, but thus far in the season, they haven't been able to really push the ball upfield. Haven't impressed me enough. But with that being said, I'm still go with Missouri over Boston College. I feel like Boston College, good team, good quarterback, but them being Florida State wasn't enough for me because Florida State is not all that. I really think Memphis will beat Florida State today. So with that being said, I'm still the spread is 15, right?
The spread is 15. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going with Missouri to win big because I think today will be a day that Missouri will probably pick it up a little bit more this year. But really haven't been impressed more with Missouri, but I'm going with Missouri.
Okay. Hey, ain't you missed this guy, Spencer?
Yes.
Yeah, I love him on this show. I really do.
It's great.
All right.
I'm honest to tell you, this truly my first Saturday where I really ain't got nothing going, and I'm just tell you it's because of the weather down here, neither too.
and you know that it's Jay. You don't even have to ask no questions. You want to come on the show, but all you gotta do is hit that button. That's all you gotta do.
I want to call y'all know who he picked, right?
By the way, NSJ, I need you to kick AT off, so you just come on back, okay? All right. We heard AT on the Oregon and Oregon State. I'm going to go to Spencer next. Spencer, what do you got on Oregon and Oregon State?
Brother, I love some beaver. I've got to go with the beaver in the point because I love some beaver.
Yeah,
I'm going down that road. Yes, I am.
Innuendo City, baby. Woo!
So you're going with Oregon?
Yeah, Oregon State.
Oh, you're going with Oregon State.
So, yeah, he's 0 for 2.
Okay. All right, let's see here. AT, you went with Oregon State also.
Yeah, I was just picking at him.
Okay.
I'm gonna write that down. The picking.
I'm locking you in, buddy. I ain't letting you change your mind.
No, I got Oregon State. Hey guys, I like to be locked in. I mean, they won the championship last year, so get locked in. I'll be on, guys.
All right. NSJ. By the way, if y'all don't know, Bama Red is a new guy on here. I think he's a new guy. NSJ is a short term for Nick Saban Jr. Go ahead, NSJ.
Hey, so what's the spread on this game?
It is 17 points for Oregon. They are playing at Oregon State's house.
Oh snap! Oregon ain't been doing crap
Yeah,
this
I
year.
know.
Give me,
That's a good point
give
spread.
me
Yeah.
Oregon State. Yeah, give me
Oh,
Oregon State, man. I don't know. I'm not too sold on this Oregon team this year, but I don't know what Oregon State got. But give me the points for Oregon State on that though, man. I don't care if I'm
That
I
thinking
got
gives
about
you.
you.
that. Whatever.
Okay, I got you on that one. I'm picking Oregon. Yeah, Oregon's always been a tough football team. They've always been run fast and high-powered offense, and I don't see that has changed any. They might not have the quarterback that they used to, but they are ranked number 9, and they ain't ranked number 9 for no reason at all. So I don't think Oregon State, as tough as they always play them, I don't think it's going to be enough with a point spread. I think Oregon needs to make a statement this week, so I am going to take Oregon.
For two.
All right. The big game of the week for all of us, Alabama versus Wisconsin. I'm going to save Junior for last because I love how he goes about it. AT, go ahead.
Alabama and whiskey. Oh, whiskey. I tell you what, Luke
No
Fickle's a hell of a
cheeseheads.
Yes, sir. He's a hell of a coach up there. I ain't got nothing against Luke Fickle. He done great at Cincinnati. I think it's him at Cincinnati, wasn't it? It wasn't, yeah. He got him to the playoffs. A team like Cincinnati, the first time that's ever happened as far as a non-power 5, non-power 4, soon to be non-power 3. Because we're fixing to drop down to 3. There ain't no way we're staying at 4. But anyway, power 3 teams. I look over to just the stat sheet alone, just that, Wisconsin averages 27, almost 28 points a game on offense. Their defense gives up 13. Alabama's defense only gives up 8 points a game. We average 52 points a game. Of course, we know that's against Western Kentucky and USF. And the early season, your numbers are skewed because most time you do start off playing the warm-ups to where you can get figured out what you got going wrong, and we needed it last week. If we played Georgia last week like we did, we got our butt kicked, handed back to us, and zip-coded back out of the damn city. So all that being said, Alabama is going to go up there and take the manhood from Wisconsin. I just don't think Wisconsin can handle us. Their transfer quarterback, Tyler Van Dyke or something. I think it's Van Dyke. I remember, but I can't remember his first name. Okay, Tyler Van Dyke. He transferred out of Miami, I believe it was. So he supposedly, was supposed to have a good arm, but I don't know. I seem like they're still in transition from when Chris was there, from running the ball. Now they're trying to throw more and trying to mix it all together at the same time. It's like a hodgepodge. And so they really don't know their offensive capabilities. They don't know their offensive identity. Their defense is average at best right now. And it's like us. They're going to get better. Everybody gets better. They ain't been up there long enough to really get his entire system in there. But I don't see them stopping our big plays, even though South Florida showed everybody what to do to us right now with our offense. A different story, but they showed you what you can slow us down, and that's blitz the heck out of Milroe. Send everybody, loop everybody, try to confuse our offensive line because our offensive line was missing their gap responsibilities. It was sliding the right direction, making the right call, however you want to word it. Everybody wants to blame for me. We've been over that. I look for Alabama to beat them. I look at about 45 to maybe 13. If we give up 13 points, taking Alabama to win that one.
Okay, and just so everybody knows, that's my fault. Alabama is picked to win by 16. They are playing at Wisconsin's house. Okay, so you're picking Alabama, correct?
I'm picking
and the
Alabama.
Points.
Yes, sir. Giving them up.
All right, Spencer, what you got, bro?
Well, before I get started, Nick Saban Jr., video's perfect, brother. Perfect.
Thanks.
Whatever you got
Yeah,
working,
good.
keep it going. It is pristine. Great job.
I was about this. Remember, I was telling you about I got to switch my phones and stuff. I switched my phone, so I think this might be it right here.
It's working.
Okay. Yeah, you look good too. You look real good.
All right, now for me, Alabama, we shot ourselves in the foot with turnovers, penalties, and everything. The reason we didn't get the points last weekend, we did it to ourselves. It ain't the other team stopped us. We did it to ourselves. So I really think this week the team's going to be pumped, and I think they're going to prove a point. And I think they take Wisconsin. I'm gonna say they beat them by 27 plus. Myself, so I'm going with Alabama. I am. I mean, we know Dick Van Dyke was a funny man. Van Dyke at Wisconsin's a funny team. I think we got this. I really do. That's my pick, Alabama all day.
All right, sounds good. All right, then it's Jay.
Okay, so Alabama Child, what you said, like you said something about how they try to do the pass, but it's weird because they try to mix the run with it. Whatever you said, it's because Phil Longo, I think that's his name, the OC. He's trying to run this air raid offense, but it doesn't come off as the normal Mike Leach type of air raid. What you talking about? He's still trying to be Wisconsin and run the ball at the same time, and it could work, but I don't think it's gonna work with this group of guys. Tyler Van Dyke is not the quarterback. He did something in that Miami. Maybe a change of scene will do him some good, but I don't think it'll do him no good. It's Saturday, honestly. Um, Wisconsin returned 3 stars on the offensive line that only gave up 23 sacks. That's a positive for them. That's a plus. Uh, the running back they got, he's pretty decent running back, but he came off a season-ending injury last season as well, and he wasn't the starting guy last year. Pretty decent, but I think what we got on the defensive side of the ball for Wisconsin, they only got one defensive lineman that started for them last year. The linebacker group is made up from transfer portals, but they do have two of the top guys in the secondary room. Their safety, their leading tackle and tackler, and the dude that led the team in interceptions. They do have them, but overall, I think Alabama has too many dogs on offense. We got too many dogs on defense. We will out talent this team. Last week, Formby, a lot of people was pissed off at Formby, but I'm actually hearing he's getting the start today. For me, I'm actually glad he's getting the start today. I'm kind of seeing because I want to see what his mindset is early on in the season, and this could be a confidence builder for this kid because we gave Proctor hell last year. But we got to see him get better early. We got to see him get better early. But if it don't happen early in the game, let's make the switch quick. Honestly, I think Alabama just comes out. We dominate this game with Proctor returning. I think we really can display the running game, and we will open up the pass through the run game. That's my opinion, though. But I think Alabama wins this game with ease, and they will be jumping around. But once they start jumping around, we're gonna knock them down.
Oh dear! I'll tell you what, you get knowledge when you listen to NSJ. All right, here's my reasoning behind this. It is 16-point spread at Wisconsin. I get that. We got Proctor's going to be playing this week, or at least we think he's going to. Could he make a major difference? He has not proven himself since last year. So, AD, you need me to mute you? That's okay.
Just one thing, Icebox.
Yeah.
I think that we'll have a true freshman over there on Proctor's side too, playing on the end position. So I don't think that true freshman is really going to be ready for Proctor. I think Proctor improved this season, but that's remain to be seen too. But it will be a true freshman lined up over there on Proctor's side.
Okay, you're talking about the left. All right. Well, I feel like this. Either way you go on that left side, if you put Proctor in there, he has still not been proven, even though this is his second year playing. Does he make a difference on that offensive line? I really don't know. It remains to be seen. For him to be not that mad about, he's learning. And, he got his butt whooped last week, but I believe he really worked on it this week. This week is a game for Alabama to really improve themselves because they're going to have an off week to play against Georgia. They need some things to work on, and they need to get in some offensive plays. That offensive line needs to grow a little bit. So I feel like, this week they're really going to try to show out. As much as I hate a 16-point spread, against Wisconsin at their house. I'm taking Alabama. I mean, I hate to do it with a 16-point spread. If it had been any other time, I would not. And guys, you know me, I am Alabama all the way. But this is a game I'm out to win some money. I'm already behind. I'm picked to kick it in.
And this is what I say. This is what I would say about Foreman. Believe me, I'm a Pritchard fan. Pritchard is from 2 minutes where I currently stay. He's 2 minutes from where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Pritchard fan, but we only seen Pritchard for a handful of plays. We didn't see him through a whole game process last week. So if we throw Pritchard in for a full game, it probably could. Tables could probably turn. Like as far as he probably could be in a situation that's Foreman in. I think Pritchard is ready. Honestly, don't get me wrong. I'm just throwing out scenarios that we got to look at it as football fans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Foreman got work last week. Yes, he's young. He got work. And when Pritchard came in, he did well. But let's see how Foreman bounces back this week. This will tell me a lot about him this week. This game right here.
Yeah, that makes me curious too. The whole offensive line basically needs to get their identity and gel in together. It's not just these two. The only thing about, like I said, is Proctor is now. Did he lose some weight?
I don't think he lost weight, but I believe his body looks a little different. I think he actually got bigger, but his body does look like he's like more toned or whatever. So what I want to see from Pritchard is not Pritchard, but you said Proctor, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I want to see from Proctor is how has he got better in the pass protection when they try to get out to the perimeter to run for the running backs. How quick his feet is. I want to see his footwork. How his footwork improved. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things I'm looking for Proctor, and I want to see them run to his side more this game, just to see what Proctor is going. Just to see what Proctor is at. I would like to see that.
Let me ask you a question, NSJ. In your opinion, do you think that Proctor is more of a pass blocker, or do you think he's one that can block people out to get Milroe or a running back through a hole?
I think that goes for most offensive linemen. We run blockers. I mean, we pass block too, but we like to run block. This is what we eat at.
And that's why I was asking, did he lose weight? Because I hate to say it this way. Van asked me last year, he said, Icebach, he said, in your opinion, what is Proctor's problem? I said, give me a day and I'll tell you. I went back and watched the tape on him, and I told Van, I said, it's his footwork. He's got a long stride in his right foot when he's going to pass block, and he's got a short one when he's going to stay up front. And he was just picking the wrong time. His stride wasn't right. I said, he needs to work on his footwork. So has he done that? I don't know.
And that's a lot of problems with young offensive linemen. Like coming in middle school and coming out of high school, it's the footwork. They big guys, like them big guys in high school. They get recruited 5-star and stuff. The really big thing is they're just big. They have a lot of stuff to work on. They're just big.
Hey,
he said the T word. I had to zap him. Y'all. He said that T word. I had to zap him.
Yeah, but the master is back in control. The master is back in control. Y'all watch this. Poof.
Oh, man, here we go. Hey, guys, seriously, Proctor, Pritchard, and Formby. Y'all remember last year we started giving Proctor help with a chip block. You know, I'm thinking give Formby the same thing. Give him the chip block off. Saying it's the same situation. Instead of the left, it's the right side. So give him the same benefit of Proctor and see if he don't get better. Because I'm like NSJ, I'm a ground pounder. I'd rather get into you and knock your ass like the boy did on they took him all the way to the sideline and threw him over the fence. So he said, where do you go to? He ain't got to go home. He got to get this kind of thing. I want to get into him and drive, block him, clean back down the line to sit here and try to from getting by me. With that being said, sacks, of course, everybody says our code's a ball too long. Well, here's my thing about that. He gets too far back when he takes the snap on excuse me. When Jalen Milroe takes the snap out of he that deep. When you get the snap, you're only supposed to maybe go 2 more steps back. Just more yards. Your tackles have got a perceived idea where you're at in the pocket, and they let them run. They'll just chase them on down the field. I mean, if Monroe can stay up in the pocket just a little more, don't get back so far, that will help his tackles because they understand where he's at in comparison to where he actually is. Because that's when guys run by you, you can't get out there and get to him because he's 10 yards back, 600 yards. That's that's part of it. If Monroe can stay in the pocket a little tighter, he's going to set the world on fire, and that's all they need. Timing. When he gets his timing down, you think we got big plays now? Woo.
Hey.
That's it. Alabama, we've been seeing a lot of big plays, but what I'm looking for today is efficiency. We need to run more plays than we've been running on offense. Like, we really need to drive the ball downfield. The explosive plays is exciting and fun, but we need to run more plays. We need to get these guys because
running back.
When you run big plays against Georgia, yeah, it's big plays, but you also give them a time to get the ball back in their hands as well. You also give them time to get the ball. So we need to be more efficient in this game. Big plays gonna happen when you keep being efficient, but we need to be more efficient in this game and run plays, run more plays.
I feel like Alabama this week is going to actually do some more pass playing, get that offensive line used to having to block for Milroe. I don't think Milroe is the problem this year like I did last year. This year, he's shown me improvement in his throwing and his decision making, which is a great big plus. The only problem I see with Milroe is because the center is not decided where to throw him the ball or hike it to him. It's either low or it's high. It's hardly rare that it's in the middle. And they need to get settled in on where that ball is going to come to for Milroe. Because that way Milroe ain't got to guess it. Do I got to go down to get the ball? Do I got to go up high? It's too much for any quarterback. I don't care who it is. So if you get Milroe into a set time of where that ball is going to be at, if it's going to be up here high, great. Just put it there. But don't keep going down. The center is what I'm saying is the problem right now with Milroe. Milroe, I think, is finally improved, and I love what she's doing, and I really think he's going to be a bigger asset later on. But I think they're going to pass more this week. Then they're off week coming up against Georgia. I feel like they'll start working more with the quarterbacks, getting the offensive line used to that. That's my opinion. Spencer?
Well, but you're talking about the center now. I'll admit, he's had some high ones that even Milroe, as tall as he is, having to kind of come up on his toes to get. But at least he's still just a split second to catch it. He can still see what's going on. Before last year, he was having to reach down and chase the ball around on the ground, look all the way up, find out where everybody's at.
Exactly.
This way, it's like he's seeing it, okay, and then boom, it's a lot better. I'd rather have it high than rolling around on the ground. Okay, that right now, especially being an old offensive lineman, I'd rather my quarterback gets the ball high so he has time to defend himself. That's my pick. I mean, that's what I got going on.
All right. I'm going to give Junior, you got anything else, bud, on the Alabama game?
I will say about Parker Bressfield, we've been seeing little center snapping problems. And yes, we've been saying it, but I don't think that's still a main thing because Parker Bressfield, he actually, as far as his blocking assignments, he's doing well. He's giving up zero pressures on the quarterback. He's doing well on the blocking part. And yes, like it's been some offense snapping, but I still don't think that's key because, like you said, Spencer, last year it was either he jumping to the heavens and he's still going over his head, or he chasing the ball on the ground trying to pick it up and then make a play. So,
okay,
it's just early in the season we got clean stuff up. We just got clean stuff up. Hold it. As far as penalties wise, that has to be better. That has to be better. Like we just got to be better.
I think penalties will take care of itself as long as they don't have them flag football referees out there like they did last week.
Because like I was telling people, if we don't get a lot of those penalties last week, 2 of them was called back. That game really could have been looked a whole lot different if it wasn't for the amount of penalties that was had last week.
I'll tell you what. After that night last Saturday, this is all I saw in my dreams all night long. Jeez,
I'm talking about all over college football though. Like even for USL, like even for them, They had a lot of penalties called.
Well, you got to admit what they try to do seems like every year they come out with these new rules, which Spencer has not went over yet, but they come up with these new rules and they make a point. This is what we're looking for. We're going to flag for this, this, and this. And then next thing you know, about midseason, they kind of back off a little bit. And usually toward your championships, playoffs, and your end of the games, your rivalries, they seem to let a little bit more hand checking go on and this and that kind of stuff. They seem to ease up on it just a little bit. You know what I mean? And that's why I think there was just way too many flags. First part of the year, referees get it together and they'll start backing off on it again, I think. But anyways, all right, let me go over this real quick. And just so for the new guys and Stephen Hicks, I know he come in late. We are picking Missouri versus Boston College. It is at Missouri's house. They are picked to win by 14.5, which they need to win by 15 points on Missouri. AT picked Missouri. Spencer picked Boston College. I picked Boston College. Notre Dame, Nick Saban Jr. picked Missouri. Number 9, Oregon versus Oregon State. Oregon is picked to win by 17 points. It is at Oregon State's house. AT picked Oregon State. Spencer, Oregon State. NSJ, or Oregon State. I picked Oregon. Alabama versus Wisconsin. Alabama's picked to win by 16 points. It is at Wisconsin's house. AT picked Alabama. Spencer, Alabama. NSJ, Alabama. And I picked Alabama also. Guys, put your picks in if you have not already. If you changed your minds, I will go by the last ones that you put in. So that's what will be the final. If you picked another team earlier and you changed your mind, that's fine. I will take your last one. Go ahead, NSJ.
I want to change my pick, man. I'm picking Oregon, man. It's hard for me to believe in Oregon State as well. It's hard for me to believe in Oregon. I'm picking Oregon.
So you're gonna change from Oregon State to Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's a +1, baby. Thank you, NSJ. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You added to my retirement, brother. I appreciate that.
I think I convinced him. I'll never hear the end of it next week if I lose that one.
You will.
All right, guys. There is Louisiana playing this week. Any other college teams y'all want to play, or y'all can continue talking about Alabama. I'm fixed to take a break. Y'all are more than welcome to talk about whatever you want to, but I am curious about the LSU game this week. Anybody want to have a take on those, or you want to keep with Alabama, or y'all ready to go?
I just want to ask NSJ a couple of questions.
Is that all right with you, NSJ?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll be back in just a few minutes.
NSJ, the last game we played, excuse me, we'll talk about Foreman, right tackle, as you well know. He got 4 calls against him, 2 for holding, or maybe 3 for. Did you watch the replays of it where one holds was when we played a 65-yard pass fell down in front of him? Do you remember that play?
Yeah.
Is there any shape, form, or fashion that in your mind, is that holding? Did you hold?
I honestly didn't understand it because I see it in the NFL all the time.
They just fell down is what I'm saying. And I mean, bad calls happen and things happen, but, a couple of things down the line.
If I play an offensive line, you fall in front of me, I'm just going to fall on you as well. You make my job easy.
I just lay on top of you. And me, you and Spencer, all us played off the line, blows and get up. You don't let him get up because he might make the tackle. We all know this. Then you had the touchdown call back and grabbed a little bit of the shirt for about like that, and they threw a flag. It's tacky by the law, I guess you could have called it, but he a lot better. We'll give him credit for, and I know he made some bad plays and stuff like that happen for a first-time starter, first year with a new coach, a new system, and the kids are learning all this stuff. I just think they laid too much on him. And my thing is, we're a big playoff right now. This pull away team rather than the hold pull away late and then hold on. And what's your thoughts on when you're watching a ball game? I know we break away 55-0, keep on pounding, but if you're going to have a close game, would you score early or would you rather score late? I mean, just as a mindset for the next week. Does that make sense to
what's
you?
your question for him? You're breaking
That's
up.
what I'm
What's
trying
your
to ask.
question for
My
him?
question for this would be your mentality in going in a game. If you watch your team and they start out 38-0 and hold on for a 38-31 ball game, then you're worried. As compared to if you're down and you start out 17-14 and at the end you pull away to 38. Oh shit, I can't make this question make sense now in my mind. I apologize.
Oh, I bet so. Basically, what you're saying, you're rather like them. The way they started off slow last week, but they ended out on a big note. Would I rather see that from a team or them start early then end slow? Is that basically what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, dominate late rather than dominate early.
Okay. From them two cases, I rather see you dominate late in the game because you're giving me positive towards the next game. Now, if you start off dominating, then you stall out. Is the stall out because you put new players in, or is it stall out because you just stalled out? But I like what I seen the last 5 minutes of the game last game because we had a lot of fans with us at the moment that was talking crazy. But this last game, we ended the game better than we ended last year. This game was nowhere near close to the game last year.
True.
So I did see the light at the end of the tunnel. I seen that we can score points in bunches if we need to. Do I want to see consistency? Yes, but I seen where this team can get it together. And we talk about a team that came at us last week that was blitzing. That's what made it difficult for me too. Like it's not many teams that gonna come out there blitzing like USF did last week, and they had a good defensive game scheme that tested our offensive line and our players. But we the guys kept their composure, they held it together, and they was able to do what they needed to do in the end. So I prefer that than to just dominate early, then you stall out at after half or something can't do nothing after half. I prefer the end of the day.
I have to agree with that. Me personally, I like seeing a coach and a team willing to go in at halftime and actually do halftime adjustments. That you got a coaching staff that sees what's going on in the first half, make their adjustments, and the players be on the same wavelength with them to initiate it in the second half. Then they come out and they dominate. Now, do I like getting off on a quick start? Oh, yes, I do. I ain't gonna lie about that. I'd get off on a quick start, then I'd mix in plays to see what their defense are doing the rest of that half.
Yeah.
So I know that's just me. But yeah, I do want a fast start. At least score when we first get the ball, not these 3 and outs we've been doing.
Yes, I do want. Yes, I do want to see first drive. I want to see something happen. I want to see points on first drive. Okay, with 6-3. I just need to see points on the board. I don't want to see 0-0.
I've been very proud of our defense so far. And my only concern I really got on them is we got to pick up getting turnovers. We're giving it up more than we're getting. I'd like to see that improvement in this game here in about 15 minutes.
And I brought up a point on my show. Every team play us like we're the Super Bowl. Every team play us like we're the Super Bowl. How about let us have that same energy? Alabama, y'all come out and play them like that's our Super Bowl. I don't care what team it is. I don't care if it's UF. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's my high school team versus Alabama. You play them like that. That's the Super Bowl. You come out with the same intensity, guys. Do that for a change.
Amen.
Can I chime in on this one real quick?
No.
Yep. I'm like you, Spencer. I'd rather, to me, as far as watching the football game, I have a more comfort zone if we've got a 7 or 10 points within the first 2 possessions. You know what I mean? It just makes me feel better about our team. But it's it's kind of like this is the repeat of last year. South Florida has just always given us fits for some reason, and I like it. I think it really makes our team grow to different defenses and different offenses that we have to play nowadays. Football is not the same. Me and I think AT or somebody was talking. It's no longer the old-fashioned football that we are used to, running up the middle. Watch the South Florida game. Nobody is running in the middle, wide receiver-wise. Not even the tight ends. It's just a wide open field. And it's like people have gotten scared to get hurt, like they're going to get knocked out of money or something. I don't know what the deal is.
It's coming. Everybody ain't showing what they got right now. And what everybody's got is them slants and crossing pattern, these tight end plays that they ain't showing. Georgia ain't showing it. We ain't showing it. But everybody knows we got it. We ain't played the teams to do it yet.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's just like a repeat of last year, with the exception of the scores against South Florida, because we had Milroe in the whole game. So that was a big difference in the last year's. All right, guys, y'all go right ahead. I'm waiting on y'all.
I'm gonna slide up out of here, man. I'm on ready to I'm on my shit already, getting ready for this game, and I'm ready to go in here and get all fired up, start watching the pregame right quick.
All right, me too. AT, you got anything?
Hey, I'm just glad Nick Saban Jr. come on. I'm glad to see you, partner. I'm glad to come in here and talk with us some and, show out with us a little bit. You're a different take on things. I appreciate y'all's views. All three of you got a different point of view. If we all thought the same, it wouldn't be no fun to do this show. Hey, I appreciate y'all letting me come on, have fun. I'm going to be 3-0 again. These two guys down at the bottom messed up on a couple of picks. They're contributing to my retirement. I'm sorry you swapped your pick, but that's okay. That gives us one, partner. Hey, guys, it's all fun. Y'all have a great day. Roll Tide. I'm done.
All right, go ahead, Jay. Go
ahead. Hey, that might add on. That pick might add on to my retirement plan a little bit, man. I don't know.
All right, Junior, we're so glad to see you, man. You just don't know how much I am thrilled to see you on the show again. Be with us next week if you want to. I mean, I'm one of those. I'll get on my knees and beg you to come on, brother. You know that. So we love you over here, and you know it. So anyways, guys, have a good time watching football today. I hope your picks turn out and everybody wins some money. But y'all, after that, y'all have a good weekend and a good week, and we'll see y'all back again next Saturday on the Pickup Show. And by the way, while I'm thinking about it, Spencer's already gotten out. We have made some scheduling changes. Bam Bam Sports will come on Wednesday night, and I will be doing. I know it's not a concern to a lot of folks. I will be moving back to Thursday nights for the Bigfoot Show. The Pickup Show is always on Saturday mornings, and we will do reactions sometime this evening. I don't know what time. I just want to make sure that I don't interfere with anybody else's show. I'll be watching Junior as always. And anyway, so y'all catch him. I know he's going to do some reactions. Let me put this back up here for you one more time. Hang on, AT. There you go. If you don't know already, Nick Saban Sports Talk TV. Subscribe on YouTube. Guys, he does a great job, and you all understand why I'm always excited to have him on here. But y'all go over and check him out. Subscribe if you have not already. What do you got, AT?
Just on the new night, Wednesday night at 7, we're going on 7 Central, guys. We also we started this past week, done a little trial version of the videos. We're going to show some videos, about 3, maybe 4 videos a game. I invite your opinions, your comments on these videos we put up, and then comment below. Please do so. Comment, subscribe, and like. Obviously, we're going to try to do maybe 3, maybe 4 videos at the most during these shows, and we're going to have fun with it. We're going to get better with that. I'll get better with it. Have fun. Back to you guys.
Go ahead, Junior.
Hey, I'm gonna say that was a good idea too. I liked that. I liked it this week. That was a good incorporation of the show right there. Putting them plays in there.
Yep, he copied me.
Thank you.
He copied me. I was using it on the Bigfoot show, and I know what he done. And I told him, I said, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. It's a great addition. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming on. Guys, good luck with your picks. And we'll leave out here with the Bear. Roll Tide, fellas. Y'all have a good evening.
3-0, baby.
got to be better in all three areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'd be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those three areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, why, you'll be walking out of here